Peace, peace. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Late Bloomer Show. I'm gonna get right into it. I want to ask y'all a question. Did y'all shout out to my expert opinion? Did y'all see the Math Hoffa interview with Shyne? Want to know what's your thoughts on that? Is he a tether? Well, he is a tether, but is he a code switcher? You feel that he's code switching when he turns his accent on and off? Uh, Me, I find it kind of weird, I grew up in New York City, Harlem, went to school with tethers, and most of them, for the most part, were proud to, have their accent and where they was from. You know, they had the flags on their book bag or whatever when I went to school with them. Just, there's tethers all throughout New York City, so they rep where they're from. They proud, to speak with an accent, from their native country. So I just find it weird that, he, with turning on and turning off of it. Because I recently seen an interview with him, and I don't know who the reporter is. He was speaking to a female, and he was. It was questions about his country or whatever, but it was also questions about Diddy. And boy, you wouldn't have known that was the same Shyne that was on the Math Hoffa interview, because he straight up kept the accent. It wasn't no going in and out, or you could hear. It was straight up like he never even stepped foot in America. I find that weird. But to each his own. But my personal experience with that, I was never cool with it. If you're from New York, you know about growing up as a kid, and your community is mixed with Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, whatever. But tell me if you ever been in the elevator with, let's say, two Spanish women that speak straight English, but when you in the elevator with them, they speaking in Spanish. So no different with any other uh, nationality, Asian. Yo, my brother, he speak like he. I guess he's imitating how we talk. But once he's at the Chinese restaurant, or amongst one of his peoples, straight up, that language. And America's a melting pot. New York definitely a melting pot. But that make you, are we melt? Like, I work with tethers, and we'll have a conversation or whatever, and back home, and I just start to think, they'll have comments about the FBAs here, and you know, us blacks got to do this, us blacks got to do that, but then that he got to back home. I'm the original man, I know the whole globe is mine, but at the same time, as a American here, you like, this is home. You got a home, whatever hell's we going through here in wilderness in North America, we got to deal with it. He got a back home where he could get up out of here anytime he want. He got land. He got his 40 acres in the mill. We here fighting for it, and they got their opinions on it. We don't even worry, for the most part, we don't even think about or got an opinion on how they live it. Us here, the so-called blacks, we got our arms open to all types of people, all nationalities. We're quick to open our, arms to them or take up for them. And they worry about their own. And I just feel like that's the reason why we're stuck in a cycle of no progress here in America, or to feel that way. I don't necessarily think that we're not progressing, but you gotta save yourself first before you can save anybody else. So all of us as individuals here, um, in the wilderness in North America, we got to be able to stand on our own too to help before we can help another person. Truthfully, that's my opinion. If you've seen the Art of Dialogue interview with Gene Deal, it was a segment on there where he was speaking on Trump and how him being winning the election, how we're going to see the repercussions as black people here of what they call us or what they think of us, speaking on Trump or the dominant race, Caucasians. Who cares what they think of us? It's no different from if the slur to our names was called Asians, y'all Asians. But if we didn't act that way in no form or fashion, it wouldn't even bother us. We just look at, somebody like they stupid, like you calling us Asians and that ain't got nothing to do with. That's just an example, but it's like if the shoe fits, wear it. Trump was speaking on, I guess the migrants, the new gangs coming in, the criminals that came across the border and all that type of stuff. So why does ain't got nothing to do with us? What us here in America, what he was speaking on, as far as why people think he's a racist. There we go again, not minding our business, worried about everybody else but ourselves. So we know we got to clean up our own backyard. So why worry about what anybody else thinks about us? It's you know I just feel like you got to save yourself before you save anybody else. That was my point of it. Like, I'm pretty much done with the rant, but let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know. Should black so-called blacks here in America keep worrying about everybody else and what everybody else thinks instead of what we think of ourselves, how we look at ourselves, why we don't value life? I think if we valued our life and showed it with our actions, everybody else will fall in line. No different from us at our lowest vibration, they mimic us, the rest of the world. What would the world be without the most influential cultures by who? Us. So, they'll play races against each other, but I've seen Puerto Ricans, Dominicans with Jordans on. Ain't no Puerto Rican or Dominican Jordan. Asians, wearing what we wear, talking what we talk, rap ain't start nowhere else but with us here. And that's just that's not everything. The hip hop's not our culture. Creation is us creating and making things manifest. That's our true culture. It's not no rap. It's not no gang banging. Those are things we either mimicked or copied, from, outside, not knowing ourselves. So it's easily to be led astray when you worship what you not know what. So, you know, as I, my question is, why would you love the devil if he gives you nothing? Share your comments, below. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out of here. Peace.